everyone! In this horror manga review, I'm going to be talking about Monkey Peak. Monkey Peak is a panic horror manga which was written by Shinasaka Koji and illustrated by Kumeda Akihiro. Just first off, no spoilers. I'm not going to give away any of the plot line. I'm going to talk generally about the story, talk a little bit about some things that I liked about this manga series, and maybe a couple things I didn't care for so much. But yeah, let's get into it. First off, Shinasaka Koji, not really familiar with. He did a bunch of mahjong manga in the past, and I don't play mahjong, so I've never read those. And Kumeda had illustrated, maybe also written a volleyball manga, something Attacker in the past. But Monkey Peak is a very popular series. I believe it's sold 1.5 million here in Japan. And I'm not sure if that includes all the volumes together or how they calculate that, or just volume 1. I think it's total out of the whole 12 volume series. Of course, it features a monkey type creature. You can see it here maybe a little bit better, which carries a nata. A nata is kind of a Japanese woodworking tool that, carpenters often use. It's like a machete type tool. This creature is essentially a modern day yokai, part ape monkey, and with the skills or agility of a human and big, right? On the other end, you have about 40 employees from a pharmaceutical company who go on a camping excursion into the mountainside. It's supposed to be just a short trip, team building exercises. Recently, the pharmaceutical company was embroiled in some sort of a scandal, so they want to get everyone together out in the countryside, and this is something common that Japanese companies do. Unfortunately for those employees, the first night they are there, they encounter the saru, or monkey. It's just referred to as the saru throughout the whole series, right? And saru means monkey in English, which is carrying a nata and going around and butchering people. It's a great series. First off, I'm not an outdoorsman, so I don't do a lot of hiking. But actually, the technical hiking stuff in here, so it's hiking and horror, right? The technical hiking stuff in here is interesting because you have these inexperienced people put into this extraordinary situation, which is there in the mountains, and it's a famous mountain. It's Tanigawadake, which more than 800 people have either died or gone missing at this mountain in Japan. It's a real mountain. So they're stuck in this dire situation on this dangerous mountain. They're inexperienced. They don't have enough supplies, equipment, water, dehydration, fear of starvation, falls, and a yokai psycho bloodthirsty ape creature hunting them. So as far as the story pacing goes, I liked it because on one hand you have these group of employees and their interactions with each other and this tension because they're stranded on this mountain. And then on the other hand, you have monkey violence, right? So you want that balance between horror and character development, which I really liked. But on that note, one thing I didn't like was in volume 2. Just one, you just get into the story. And then in volume 2, they do this one-off called The Rock. Thus, got a small t, lowercase t as well. I don't know what that's all about, The Rock. Which is a one-off story related to this overall story, including some same characters. And I didn't like this one-off put in volume 2 because it kind of threw off the story. I was just starting to get into the story, and then there's a one-off story. If they'd put it later in the series or at the end, I would have been stoked. But so this is essentially an 11-book series, and I do not know why they did that. Maybe they thought it was going to get cut or something. It wasn't going to go the whole 12 volumes. I don't know. Maybe it just got popular after that one-off. Who knows? But I didn't like that in the story arc. I thought that screwed up the pacing a little bit. But other than that, and the story's good. The one-off is good. It just didn't belong in volume 2. And but other than that, I really liked the way the story was put together. Incidentally, this ran from 2016 to 2020. From 2018 to 2020, there's a spin-off called Monkey Circle, which I have not read yet, and it's not as long of a series and not as well sold. So anyways, getting into this. The artwork, to be honest, it does the job. it's so-so. It's nothing that's gonna blow your hair back. It's not that kind of crazy artwork, but it does the justice of supporting the story. The story was great. But anyone who knows me in some of my videos, what I really liked about this series was the yokai, the monkey creature. So there's a lot of Yama yokai, mountain yokai in Japan. And of course, there's a bunch that are monkey related. So I had gone through some of my Mizuki Shigeru encyclopedia series. I got this one and then this one also. This is the complete guide to all of his yokai. And then there's like a little picture when I found one thing in. And anyways, like, so, and if you go to my blog, there's like a link down below. You can find links to all this information. You can see more detail on the yokai. But since I'm into yokai, it was kind of fun to read this Monkey Peak series because there's been a lot of monkey yokais. For example, there's Saru Oni. Saru means monkey. Oni means ogre or demon. So demon monkey, which was a horned monkey that would attack people in the mountains and was eradicated, I think, from the Ishikawa prefecture. In fact, one shrine in that area claims to have a horn that was taken from a slain Saru Oni. Also, you have the Onigami, or Sarugami, sorry. Sarugami, Saru means monkey, Kami means god, so monkey god, which isn't surprising because probably back in the Jomon era and before that, monkey worship was a big part of some areas in Japan. There was a lot of monkey worship, and so those monkeys were considered gods. As people moved away from monkey worship with the rise of agriculture and things like that, then those monkey gods became yokai, right? You have, of course, Satori. Satori, which literally means enlightenment, is the creature. It's a large ape-like yokai creature that when it sees a man will kill him. If it sees a woman, it will kidnap and often rape the woman. So there's a bunch of stories about that. It's one of those yokai that are meant to make travelers beware when passing through the mountains. It's called Satori, which for enlightenment, which means enlightenment because it can read your mind. So the one way to trick or to deceive the Satori is to be able to clear your mind of all thoughts so that it cannot predict what you're going to do. Then you can sneak attack. But you have to have that Zen Buddhist ability to clear your mind. There are a bunch of other ones too. There's the Yamachichi, which is related to the Yamabiko. The Yamachichi is like a bat-type creature that turns into a monkey-type creature and sucks your breath away while you're sleeping. Anyways, and its cousin, the Yamabiko, which is a mountain echo. There's the Hihi, which means the laughing. It's like a laughing monkey that when it sees humans, it does this hee thing. And there's many other yokai, mountain yokai, that are monkey related, but those are pretty much the main ones. As I said before, take a look at some of the Mizuki Shigeru books and you can probably find some monkey related yokai. Similarly, yokai.com, which is a great resource, has a lot of the mainstream yokai on there, including like Saru Oni or Saru, what was the other one? Sarugami and Hihi and whatnot. The more obscure yokai you have to dig around and kind of find and stuff. But I really like that aspect of the book because I do enjoy yokai, all this reading of Mizuki Shigeru and looking up stuff on Toriyama Sekien has paid off once and finally. All right, guys, I want to keep this shorter, so thank you to everyone who subs to this channel. Of course, people who toss up a thumbs up, like, and share, and leave comments. I respond to every comment below. Feel free to pop in a recommendation or question or just whatever's on your mind, and I will respond. And I look forward to another review next time. Mata ne.